The National Environmental Policy Act, or NEPA, played a major role in the battle over the Roseland-Susquehanna power line that cuts across 4 Pennsylvania and 5 New Jersey counties. The project was proposed in 2009. When it was completed, it expanded an existing line that cut across 2 national parks, the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area and the Appalachian Trail. Smaller utility poles were replaced with 150-foot towers.
Splitting those 3 units of the National Park Service in half, the Appalachian Trail, the Delaware Water Gap, and the Wild and Scenic River, created real impacts to the quality of the environment and the recreational resources that our members care about.
John Donahue was superintendent of the Delaware Water Gap National Recreation Area when the review took place and says there were misconceptions about the role of the National Park Service.
They tried to create an environment for the public where they believed that the National Park Service was putting power lines in their backyard. That was the stories in the newspaper for that week. National Park Service places power lines in your yard. In fact, what I did was I took the TV cameras up to the top of the hill, and the power companies have been saying that they had been clearing the right-of-way for the whole 85 years that they had it. So we took TV cameras up to the top of the hill, and I simply asked if they've been clearing this right-of-way for 85 years, why are the trees 85 feet tall? And I think after that, the entire media take on the story became National Park Service and power companies in power struggle.
NEPA came into play for the project.
This is the opportunity where people get to bring information, evidence, data, their opinions, and their perspectives directly to the decision makers to force them to think about what will be the ramifications for our environment, for our health and safety, for our community, and for future generations as a result of their decision making.
Opponents on both sides of the Delaware voiced opposition to the project that cut through a federal wild and scenic river. The project was eventually approved and a $66 million mitigation fund was created. The money has been used to help preserve over 2,000 acres of land.
The 2,000 acres of land has created connectivity from the Pennsylvania state lands up on the top of the hill into the federal park, and then all the way down across the river into the federal park and the lands on the New Jersey side. The thing that gave you that kind of magnitude was the lost use. We were able to demonstrate that it wasn't about 2 or 3 acres, it wasn't about 100 trees. What it was about was the lost use to the public forever of the opportunity to enjoy those lands and waters the way they were before the power line went in.
The towers rise well above tree line. They have blinking red lights on them, and those impacts are something that users notice.
While in the case of the power line, NEPA didn't result in the best outcome, which was that power line was never built. But it was really important in ensuring that better protections were put in place in the near term and in the long term for our Delaware River watershed and for the environments that are going to be directly impacted and harmed by the construction and the operation of the power line.
NEPA has played a role in other areas. A recent federal court ruling found that a Trump administration policy to promote coal mining on public lands didn't include the environmental studies required under NEPA. There are concerns the Trump administration may soon move to weaken the law.
At the Delaware Riverkeeper Network, we are absolutely concerned that there are going to be critical rollbacks of NEPA that are going to further disempower the people when it comes to these decisions that are directly impacting our environment and impacting their communities.